You can be in here. Come here. Come right over here. See, there we are. We're live in our group, getting ready to talk about the promos. This is my granddaughter, Bella. She is 8 years old, and she has come to spend the weekend with me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she has a dance recital that is coming up this weekend. So tomorrow we have the rehearsal, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we will do the actual recital on Sunday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're gonna go, you wanna sit over there and let me do this, or you wanna stay here?
I'll stay here.
She'll stay here. She's gonna stay here and help me. Excuse me. So I try to cover up my black eyes. You can still see this one pretty good. This side is not so horrible anymore. I still have a big bruise on this side, but hey, it's starting to get better, and my phone holder thing is broke, so I got you propped up. And that's just the way it's gonna have to be today. I'm excited to be here and talk about the June promos. Are they awesome or what? And we got an extra tier this time. Starting out with Orange Vitality. Orange Vitality is awesome. I don't know if you guys remember about a year ago when we did that challenge with the orange essential oil, and we put the orange oil on our toothbrush, and we shook the orange on our head and rubbed it in and said, orange, you gonna juice it up, baby? Do you remember that? And it's good, really good for teeth whitening, and it's really good for mood elevation. That one is is that an ER only exclusive? So that's one of the benefits to being on ER is you get some exclusive to the ER program promos. So you can get the promos twice in a month, except for the ER exclusive ones. You only get those once on ER. The second time through, you don't get to redeem those, which is a bummer. They used to, well, it's nice that they give us an extra one. I guess I shouldn't say that's a bummer. It's nice they give us an extra one for the ER time. But I remember when they used to let us redeem 5 promos in a month. Way back when I first started, you could get 5 promos if you did the whole order. You're halfway in. You're cut out. Let's get you in so that they can see you too, so your face isn't cut. How's that? Good. She's like, I'm just gonna sit here and not say anything. Okay, so Orange Vitality, juice it up, baby. It's a Vitality. You can drink it. You can eat it. You can cook with it if you're going to cook with it. You can flavor with it. Really good in your drinking water. Really good all around, every which way. Then at the $190, you get the 15 ml Cypress, which is also an ER exclusive, and the 15 ml Citronella. Citronella, good for everything outdoors. Good for keeping the outdoors annoyance-free in the summertime. I'm sure you're familiar with the citronella candles. Well, it's really nice to have the citronella, which is also what's in purification that makes that a nice outdoor spray, or outdoor oil, spray, whatever, roll-on. If you saw the write-up that Kari Friedman did, she talked about putting it in roll-ons for the outdoors, and that's a really great idea too. It's really awesome. Donna says citronella is good for under your arms when you don't smell so good. Interesting. Okay, so you use it like for a deodorant. That would not be my scent of choice for deodorant, but hey, if whatever works, right? Stacy says, Cypress. I need Cypress on my calves every night for the last 2 nights of Reese's pregnancy. Cypress is, what's her name? Lucy Libido nicknamed Cypress as the Thigh Master. Why? Because it gets that circulation going. If you apply it to your thighs, it gets that circulation going everywhere that you want it going during that time. Right? So put that on in the evenings. Apparently it's good for at the end of pregnancy too, to keep that circulation going. That is a favorite. Cypress. Cypress is also one of the oils that's used in raindrop technique. So it's used in Vitaflexing on the feet, and also the dog's gonna interject too. And also on the back. It's one of the ones that's sprinkled on and used the most of. during raindrops. So it's a really, really great one. Full of PMS oils. Do you know what those are? The PMS oils? Anybody that's taking care knows what that is. The phenols, the monoterpenes, and the sesquiterpenes. And so you want to know what those do, you can go look those up in your chemistry book and see what those do. Okay, what else? Lavender. Lavender is like most of people's favorite oil, right? It's a lot of people's favorite oil. It's good for the skin. It's good for the mind. It's good for the spirit. It's good for calming. It's the Swiss Army knife. It's good for everything. That's the one that the father of modern aromatherapy got used, as he was the perfumer, and he got the burn on his hand and arm and stuck his hand into a vat of what he thought was water, but it was actually lavender oil. And after that, and the way that his skin responded, he then went to study all about the different constituents in lavender and what it does. So pure lavender is really good in a situation like that, and not lavender that has additives to it. So that's why we're really grateful to have Young Living Seed to Seal and know that what is in our product is what they say is in our product. You can go and see for yourself, right? And then a 15 ml lemongrass at the 250 level was the lavender and the lemongrass. Lemongrass, if you don't know, is really good for your feet. If you've been out walking a lot and your feet get tired and sore, lemongrass is really awesome for those. I know Trina Johnson swears by that lemongrass. She says she will never go without lemongrass for her feet, and how helpful it's been for that. Jennifer Wilson says, look at the EOPR at lemongrass, and it's amazing. Yes, it is. Lavender lemonade is good, says Christy. Yes, it is good too. Also, basil lemonade is good, which basil is in M-grain, which is at the 300 PV level. M-grain. Excuse me, really awesome oil in case you have some tension in your head after whatever, get stressed out or be caught in traffic or something like that, and you can put that M-grain on your shoulders and on the back of your neck for relaxation. It has basil, lavender, marjoram, and Roman chamomile. Also helichrysum. Roman chamomile is the one we get. Let's don't bump the thing here, okay? Is the one that we get on 400 PV. They gave us a new tier this time, and the Roman chamomile, you can't even buy that. They don't even have it available for us to buy because there isn't enough of it for that, but they are letting us get it on the 400 PV level, which is so awesome for all the reasons. The number one reason, because we can get it, because we have the availability to get it. And what's it good for? It's good for all the calming, all the children, all the old people, all the young people, all the medium-aged people, all the animals. It's used in the neuroauricular technique. If you don't know what that is, go look on raindroptraining.com in the archives and read about the neuroauricular technique. So think about all along the occipital ridge, applying that there with the other oils that are included in that. I know Mary Catherine says that is one of her favorite combinations of oils. She's got it in a little roller bottle, which also has valerian, so those together don't necessarily smell the awesome best. I like doing it the way it is in the neuroauricular technique, and you're layering it. So then the sandalwood goes after the valerian, so you don't really smell the valerian so much. We're going to fall over. Let me sit you up a little more. There you go. Awesome. Sorry. Okay, so let's talk about why do we want to get all the promos. Why is that important? It's important if you're a new member and you can make it happen. If you can financially make it happen, it's not a hardship for your family, then that is the best buy for your money. You're getting the best value for your money by getting the full level of promos, because you're getting back all of that product, which doesn't cost you anything extra, plus you get back the points for being on ER. So when you're on ER you've been on like I have been for 24 months, then you get 25% back. So for that 400 order, what is that, like a 40, 80, $100? I get $100 back. I get $100 of that back to use in more product. Plus I get the free promos. So for that $400, I'm getting a lot of value for my money. So if you're starting out, it gives you a large amount of different products to sample and use, and what Stacy say, yeah, build up that stash. It gives you something to build up and collect up so that when you have need, you have your toolbox stashed. So when you first start out and you only have like your starter kit, you don't have very much like, no, really? No. Stop. Oh, he's going to help us. No. This is what happens when you work at home and your pets are there and they like to help. And he's going to try to come up here. Let me stop. Okay, so back to what I was saying. You want to get the best value for your money. You want to build up your stash, your toolbox, so that when you have need, you have the product on hand. You also want to have it built up for when other people have needs, then you can share with them. It is like the best ever. You're getting rewarded for your loyalty. And then you have more points to spend as cash later. Also, if you're doing this to build a business, then that becomes a business expense. That becomes a business expense if you're sharing your products in classes and in handing out samples. So it basically is tax-free for you, because if you're going to use that as an expense, then it's going to lower your tax liability at the end of the year, which is awesome. I mean, eventually you're going to make way more money if you're doing this as a business that you can't even have enough expenses, which is also awesome. But in the beginning, you will want to keep those listed as your expenses so that it helps offset your tax liability. It's wonderful when you think you ran out of something and you have it in your second stash. Yes. When you have an unopened bottle and you know you have several unopened bottles, so then when it's empty, you just go get another one. That is awesome. What's not awesome is thinking that you have another one and going to find it and it isn't there. I just had that happen with both my Thyromin and my Cortistop, which are two of the supplements that I take all the time. But I had bought a huge stash and I didn't keep up with how many I was, how many I was using, and so I ran out of both of them at the exact same time. So that is not happy when that happens. So when you buy them and when you don't think that you necessarily need them and get the Admiral, get out of there, and get the full promo value, then you're building up your toolbox, which is awesome. Also, if you are doing that, if you are building your business, when you place orders that are at the full promotion value, then you are being serious about your business and people see the value. The people under you understand that you value the products, and so they are going to value it more. I see people that have fewer members in their groups, but they teach the value of buying to the full promo amount. And so it only takes them like a third of the number of members to get a particular volume. So I have some people that all place only 100 PV orders. And it takes way more people to get the volume for them and for them to rank up when that happens than if you have people that are buying the full promo amount. So it benefits everyone all the way around when you're doing it as a business that you get that full promo. And the items are awesome. They're awesome. Okay, this dog is not going to stop, and so I'm going to have to go ahead and cut this short. But I am really excited about it, and I will be getting two, even though I don't get the ER promo oils the second time. Because remember, convention, got to buy all the products at convention, so I'm sure I'll get another 400 PV order. Oh, no. Okay, yeah, he's up here too. See? Okay. All right. Get down. That's Admiral. He wants to join us on camera, but I think he probably needs to go out, so I'm going to have to go let him out. But as soon as I let him out, I'm going to come back here and do a drawing of all of you guys that have commented, and I'll find you an oily surprise, something summery. So some reason this dog is in the background. This is killing me.
Ah,
Okay, bye.
Bye.